In an era where tech stocks have dominated seemingly every headline and every industry, you might be surprised to learn that a company started in the 1960s has put up better returns over the last 10 years than Apple and Amazon. The business? Domino's Pizza. In this video, we're gonna break down how Domino's revitalized its brand and put up monster results in the process. Okay, to start, we're gonna order a pizza from Domino's because we're at Fool HQ, we're in the game room, and I'm hungry. Okay, our pizza is on the way. Now for the show. The life of Domino's as a publicly traded company hasn't been that long. The company went public in 2004, and for the 6 years that followed, the company put up pretty uninspiring results. Looking at the company's financials, the business posted $1.5 billion in revenue in 2004. By 2009, that number had fallen to $1.4 billion. Now that period coincided with the financial crisis, but it also coincided with Domino's falling in last place in a consumer taste preferences survey done by BrandKeys. It tied with fellow pizza purveyor Chuck E. Cheese. Hitting rock bottom forced Domino's to take a look at what they were doing and how they were doing it. And one person in particular took a look and didn't like what he saw. This is Russell Weiner, then the chief marketing officer for Domino's. Weiner was a huge fan of Domino's back in his college days, but as he got older, his taste changed, and suddenly the pizza didn't seem so good. Rather than put lipstick on the pig of Domino's pizza, Weiner and Crispin Porter, an ad agency, had another idea. What if we own the fact that our pizza isn't good and commit to making it better? Here's what they had in mind.
Pizza, where's the love? How hard? Bread, sauce, cheese, fresh ingredients. Doesn't feel like there's much love in Domino's pizza.
Domino's pizza crust to me is like cardboard.
Is it hard to watch this stuff?
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
I hear what some folks are saying about our stuff.
Oh, this one's bad. Worst excuse for pizza I've ever had.
The sauce tastes like ketchup.
Totally void of flavor.
You know what? When you first hear it, it's shocking.
The cardboard complaint is the most common one.
This we hear over and over and over.
I mean, that hits you right in the heart. This is what we've done. This is what I've done, for 25 years now.
This was an approach that Ad Age later called radical authenticity, and it really resonated with consumers that had grown sick of all these corporate, half-hearted apologies during the financial crisis. So then CEO of Domino's greenlit the idea and passed the reins to J. Patrick Doyle, who took over. Doyle and his team worked to reconfigure a recipe that they thought consumers would love.
You can either use negative comments to get you down, or you can use them to excite you and energize your process of making a better pizza. We did the latter.
Who are we?
Pizza! It's been crazy down here. We had our best chefs working hard to find the best combination, looking at 10 crust types, 15 sauces, dozens of cheeses.
You can't just add a little salt or add a little something to the recipe. I mean, we basically had to start over with a new recipe.
But he and his team did not stop there. After making the change to the recipe, Doyle and company dove headfirst into digital. Speaking of, let's check in on our pizza and see where it's at. Okay, we've still got time. Under Doyle, Domino's went full omnichannel. That's fancy retail slang for basically saying that consumers could order the product any way they wanted, anywhere they wanted. In fact, they went beyond traditional omnichannel and really dove into digital. You look at how you can order Domino's pizza now, and it's crazy. You can use their website, you can use their app, you can use Facebook Messenger, you can tweet, you can even use Amazon Alexa-enabled devices to order your pizza. That is the definition of true omnichannel. Now, some of these initiatives are more buzz than substance, but they all get at the same thing. Pushing people to digital, making it easy and frictionless for people to order, and giving Domino's as many consumer touch points and data points as possible. In 2009, 20% of Domino's ordering was done online. Cut to 2018 and that number has gone up to 65%, and Domino's could not be happier. The online ordering, or messenger ordering, Amazon Alexa ordering, you name it, gives more touch points for the company, and it allows for much richer data collection and the ability to push people to their loyalty programs. Online ordering also gives Domino's the ability to offer up things like Parmesan bread bites, lava cakes, bottles of soda, and maybe combos that people didn't even know existed. These seem like great customer service things, but in reality, they're adding to the ticket for each order for Domino's, which means more money for the company. Let's go back to the game tape of me ordering the pizza for a second. As you see, with each stage of the order, they're suggesting other items. Now, I might want those items, but they definitely want me to order more stuff. As Domino's began its omni-channel onslaught, it also began running quirky messages with its marketing that really resonated with consumers. In one of their more popular campaigns, they showed all the tricks and manipulations that go into the food industry, specifically with its commercials, making food that is otherwise unappetizing look super tasty. They also ran the Show Us Your Pizza campaign, where they asked customers to send pictures of Domino's pizza to their social accounts. Now, not all the pizzas were winners, but it highlighted the transparency that the company thought was so important, and it helped them connect even more with customers. All of these furthered Domino's authentic approach to marketing and increased the mindshare that they had with customers. Now, they've run more campaigns like it in the time since. One of my personal favorites is their Paid for Pizza campaign. They've reached out to customers and asked them to report bad roads in their neighborhoods so that bad roads don't get in the way of good pizza. Beyond all the incredible engagement that they're able to get, most of these campaigns wind up being picked up by other media outlets, like we're doing right now, so they get even more buzz for their marketing buck. Domino's product improvements, focus on customer satisfaction, and quirky marketing have meant big business and big growth for the company. Back in 2009, they had about 9,000 stores. Cut to mid-2019, and that number is 16,000. And now, at this point, nearly 2/3 of their stores are abroad, showing that even people internationally are big fans of Domino's Pizza. Over the same time, the company's revenue has gone from $1.4 billion to $3.5 billion, and its net income has 5x during that period. Importantly for shareholders, shares of Domino's have also done quite well during that period. They're up 2,500% over the last 10 years. The company has provided a modern blueprint for how to rebrand and go digital as a consumer brand in the 21st century. J. Patrick Doyle left the company in 2018, but Russell Weiner is still at the business. Now he's the chief operating officer for the company. And if you look at their recent promotional efforts, like their chief garlic bread taste tester, it's clear Domino's hasn't strayed from the tactics that have made it a successful business over the last decade. All right, we just got our order, which means it's almost time for this video to come to a close. This is 2 medium pizzas, 2 sides, and a soda for like 20 bucks. It seems insane that Domino's is offering this, but Austin and I are happy to eat it. We're also happy to make videos like this one. We love doing it, so if you have ideas for future ones, drop them down in the comment section below. It's awesome to get hands-on with these companies and the products that you guys know so well. Also, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe the video. I know it sounds really silly, but YouTube loves seeing those metrics, and it helps us do more of this content, and it makes my boss super happy. So please like us, subscribe, and fool on. You really think I'm gonna get grief for bacon and pineapple?
People don't like pineapple on pizza.
This is true. I think that the internet is gonna be surprisingly supportive of the bacon pineapple choice.
Have you had these cinnamon twists?
I've not.
Oh God, they're so good.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not used to eating Domino's this early in the day.
Yeah.
It's more of like an AM decision for me.